Hello everybody! Can you hear me, Hendry? You'll find me lying up here in a marula tree for a number of reasons. The first is that I saw the tree and I desperately wanted to climb it. So that's what I did. The second is to demonstrate. People often ask, are we likely to see a leopard in a tree? And the answer is only normally if they're running away from something or if they've hidden or stashed some food in one. And the reason for that is a tree, I was just experimenting myself, is not very comfortable. There are sticky outy bits that stick into all the soft parts of your body. Now, if you have the soft belly of a leopard, I imagine lying like this for any length of time is fairly uncomfortable. And while it starts off quite comfortably, eventually bits and pieces start to stick all over you. Right, that's enough of that. So this is a marula tree, as is obvious. Well, perhaps not obvious to all of you, but a marula tree, of course, is the sort of iconic tree of this area. And this one, I can see various parts up here where probably cats have climbed. There are bits and pieces of fur from where kills have been stashed over the years, and you can see that the tree is now starting to lose its leaves. These trees will remain incredibly important as forage for elephants, especially the bark and also for the leaves. But now, what is it? We had a discussion the other day about the possibility that only the male trees of the marula species are debarked by elephants, that perhaps there is some way that they know which ones are male and which ones are female, i.e. which ones produce fruit and which ones don't produce fruit. And it's my postulation that they are more likely to debark a male tree which does not produce them fruit than they are a female tree. And I think over the winter, let's watch, because I think over this dry season we're going to see quite a few debarked marula trees, and I'd be very interested to know which ones are male and which ones are female. This one I can't really tell, but for the fact that there's very little grass underneath, and I can't see any nuts, but we'll be able to tell if it's a male or female by the number of nuts that there are underneath it. Now, I'm going to attempt to get out of the tree now. This might be fairly embarrassing. It might be action-filled. It also might be fairly dangerous. So, Hendry, I'm taking it that if I do fall down,
I will laugh.
That you will come and help me. Will you help me, Hendry?
I'll consider it.
Or do you think you'll probably just laugh?
Laugh.
This next bit is going to be very inelegant, everyone. Do I look like a baboon? That wasn't actually that inelegant at all. I'm quite impressed with myself. This, of course, is going to be the ultimate test of my skills and suppleness. Hendry, I'm going to jump. Let us see if my aging, almost 40-year-old bones can take the plummeting mass. Here we go. Too late now. I'm of course going to pretend that didn't hurt at all, stroll over and show you that this is a female tree because of the nut that was underneath it, and I'm going to ignore the powerful stabbing pains going up my lower legs from my heels all the way up into my lower skull. Female tree, not debarked. So that's my little story of the marula tree. I quite enjoyed climbing that tree, Hendry. Did you enjoy filming it?
Quite.
Hendry has been begging me to pretend to be a leopard in a marula tree for some time. Now his fantasies have been realized. On we go. Where?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to touch it. Here, you can put that in front of you. There you are. There's a stink bug, everybody. Hendry has very bravely put it on his hand. He is now going to smell horrible for the rest of the drive.
I'm doing with my own hand, James.
They do smell disgusting. Debbie, you thought I was much more prey than predator there. You thought I was an impala with a leopard yanking on my leg. Thankfully I wasn't. I wouldn't like to be dragged up into a tree by a leopard. I think that would be an unpleasant experience.
Mobile, any update?
It's got all blustery. It was rather pleasant genre, the aerials.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we did have one of the Birmingham on our property this morning. I think went back towards work. One of the guys went and checked the date. And also...
Bella?
Go west,
Bella, you say, the question is, how did James get up into the tree? And apparently Geraldine has very kindly provided you with a slow-mo replay of how I got up into the tree. So have a look at this. And that's how I got into the tree. Thank you, Hendry. Yes, one does what one can. Anyway, I do enjoy a good tree climb, gets the blood going, you know. We went past 3 in a row Pan, where there is no water, as there is no water in the Djuma Dam. I'm sure they will start to pump 3 in a row Pan fairly soon as the dry season progresses.